Hello and welcome to Jamaica Magazine. It's Tuesday, the 10th day in the month of September. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. Coming up in today's show, a brief tour of the historical community of Woodside in St. Mary. We have that, our daily news, and much more. We'll be right back after this break.
Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan and this is your JS News for Tuesday, September 10, 2024. A Disaster Risk Management Review Committee is now in place to provide a more comprehensive assessment of the country's critical infrastructure in the face of natural disasters. These include water supply systems, electricity grids, telecommunication networks, transportation routes, medical services and community preparedness. The announcement was made by Prime Minister Andrew Holness at a post-cabinet press briefing earlier today. One of the mandates of the committee in its vulnerability assessment is to ensure that these infrastructures remain operational during a disaster.
These sectors are crucial in maintaining stability in times of crisis, and any failure in these areas can have widespread consequences.
The committee will also evaluate emergency services to ensure they are equipped to respond quickly and efficiently to crises. The body will also provide recommendations for improving national and local disaster risk response frameworks and ensuring better coordination between agencies.
The work of the DRMRC is not just about addressing the immediate risks posed by disasters, but about building a culture of resilience in Jamaica that prepares us for the future. The ultimate goal is to ensure that our infrastructure services and communities are equipped to handle any challenge, ensuring the continued safety and well-being of Jamaicans, and indeed the continuity of government in the face of any serious natural disaster challenge.
Mr. Holness says the impact of Hurricane Beryl, which resulted in over $10 billion in damage, is a call to action and reminder of the importance of preparedness. The Disaster Risk Management Review Committee is being led by Major General Anthony Anderson. The Prime Minister says the team brings a wealth of knowledge and will help to build a more resilient Jamaica. Also coming out of today's post-cabinet press briefing, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has announced that a 24-member contingent will be sent to Haiti on September 12 as part of a multinational security mission. The aim is to assist the Haitian state to achieve a reasonable level of security and to facilitate the holding of a general election. Mr. Holness says Jamaica has a national security interest in the situation in Haiti, with it being one of our closest neighbors, asserting that it is in our best interest to support a long-lasting resolution to the problems in Haiti.
The security forces continue in a state of readiness to support further deployment towards our overall commitment as the mission in Haiti is scaled up. Jamaica has close fraternal ties to the people of Haiti, and we stand in solidarity with them.
The team includes 20 personnel from the Jamaica Defence Force and 4 from the Jamaica Constabulary Force. They will provide command, planning and logistics support.
The Jamaican contingent will be under the command of local Colonel Kevron Henry. He is the designated deputy commander of the overall mission. We're also ensuring that within the planning and operations of the headquarters that the Jamaican contingent will occupy key appointments to ensure that we bring our expertise and bring our interest in the mission to the forefront in the headquarters.
The City and Guilds Institute is now offering a fully subsidized 2-year diploma in maintenance, electrical and motor vehicle engineering. This is being done in partnership with the Ministry of Education and Youth. The program is intended to revive students' interest in engineering and provide them with essential technical skills for the future. Chief Business Executive at City and Guilds, Dr. Bentley Brown, made the announcement during a recent JS think tank. He says City and Guilds will host 4 regional workshops in September to further boost proficiency in engineering.
We'll be having one in Kingston, one in St. Elizabeth, one in St. Anne, and one in Clarendon. We're trying to pull at least, for each workshop, at least 250 participants from the respective high schools for skills proficiency and engineering. In September, we'll be having our online workshops, so math and English and customer service.
Dr. Brown says students who successfully complete the diploma program will be awarded a post-nominal attachment to their names, signifying their qualification as basic technical operators in the field. The diploma program is part of a broader 10-year contract signed in November 2019. It includes providing examinations in mathematics, English, customer service, and skills proficiency across 12 occupational pathways, including engineering. And finally, a contingent from Jamaica led by the Heart NSTA Trust is participating at the World Skills Competition in Lyon, France. The event, which runs from September 10 to 15, will demonstrate the skills of hundreds of participants from across the world in many fields. Jamaica will be showcasing skills in optoelectronics, autonomous mobile robotics, welding, graphic design technology, and digital construction. Competitors say they have put in the work and are aiming for great things.
As a competitor, I'm looking forward to gain more networking, communication, and to learn about their culture more. But more important, to come home with a medal.
Participated in intensive training and mock competitions against other competitors. I've also worked closely with my expert and researched on my own to stay on the latest trends in robotics. I'm excited to show my skills and learn from other competitors and gain international exposure.
Managing Director of the Heart NSTA Trust, Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, says the event is not just a competition, but a celebration of creativity, innovation, and dedication.
At the Heart NSTA Trust, we pride ourselves in providing world-class training to our young people so that they can be on the world stage and do their part in advancing Jamaica's economy. We have been equipping them with the skills and competencies that they need to perform at their optimal here in Lyon, France.
And that's it for JS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.
Friend, it's the best decision we've ever made to further our education. We finally have our dream jobs that will allow us to enjoy other things in life. The Students Loan Bureau did this for us, you know.
Yes, girl, it was a lot of work, but we made it.
All I have to start thinking about right now is to repay my student loan, and with SLB's low interest rate, I won't feel burdened at all.
Well, I have other things to focus on right now. Loan repayment can stay for later.
Really? Don't you know that when we repay our student loan, others benefit from the fund? Think about your little brother. Don't you want him to benefit too?
Oh, of course.
By paying it forward, we're making sure the next generation has the same opportunities we did.
Well, I guess I never thought about it that way.
I'm happy we had this conversation.
Oh, absolutely. Let me get on it right now.
Yeah, man. Let's make sure others can achieve their dreams too.
Visit our website at slbja.com for more details and follow all our social media platforms to be in the loop.
This year, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, is celebrating 75 years of women being able to join the force. As part of their celebrations, the all-female drill team put on an amazing show at the Jamaica 62 Independence Gala. Let's look at how the ladies fling their shoulders.
The Jamaica Constabulary Force, celebrating 75 years of outstanding service by its incredible women, put on a spectacular display of skill and precision as its all-female drill team took center stage at Jamaica's 62nd Independence Grand Gala. The all-woman drill team impressed patrons with their flawless synchronization and disciplined routines. Their performance highlighted both individual talent and the team's rigorous training, reaffirming their status as a leading drill unit in the region. So how did it all start?
This idea was conceptualized from an invite that the Jamaica Constabulary Force received from the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports. Thereafter, a team of managers co-opted, and thereafter planning commenced. The concept of the specific drill performance that you saw was from history to present and what we envisage going forward as a force, as we have the ethos now of people, quality and technology. And our people came in the form of 75 females that were selected from JCF, and these females went through specific period of training for this presentation.
The drill took us through a historic walk from 1949, when the Jamaica Constabulary Force recruited its first 3 female members, Sylvia Myers, Florence Nelson, and Iris Tullow.
We looked at our present year, which is 2024, and then we demonstrated also a hashtag 75. All these numbers are extremely specific to our females who are in their celebratory mode now of 75 years strong in the organization. The art of drill came into being along or supported with contemporary music and dance that we know would be a pull factor for our Jamaican and, of course, the world at large.
Indeed, women are taking their place.
The incorporation of the contemporary dance moves, we would say that's the only aspect we would say may pose a little challenge for some, because you know that rhythm, Jamaican music is really based on rhythm. So most persons were not really dancers per se, but they all became dancers, as witnessed and evidenced at our Grand Gala.
Women will continue to serve with precision, with synchronization.
One of the most challenging part of the production was how best to condense 75 years in 12 minutes, right? So that was somewhat a challenge for us as organizers and managers. So, and not only that, but the quantum and the magnitude of the impact of the women in the organization, how best to sell this, which part to sell and so forth. So just to come up with that composition before we go to producing was really a challenge. We decided on using some of our own reggae beats, our own cultural, our own assets to make that connection. So in even music selection, it was not really as easy as that, because there's quite a number of agreement and disagreement and what are the messages that this one connotes or denotes and so forth. So these were some amount of back office to and froing, and but through it all we managed to agree, you know, after farming and storming there had to be a norming, because performing is on the way.
Swing it, hey, swing it. Put your foot over there, so let me see you. That's the way I'm going. Swing it, what? Swing it. Yeah, can I am from there before yesterday. You better dash it. Come on, dash it. Yeah, run your dance, me I teach them today. Yeah. Swing it, yeah, swing it.
There's never been a female drill team demonstrating such a spectacle within the Caribbean, and I don't know if I've ever seen it in the world. If it did happen, I'm not aware of it.
This is one Jamaica, and we as police officers, we are Jamaican first, and we chose to serve law enforcement and specifically the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So we're not different from our nation. So we're a part of you. So even the display of utilizing our cultural, heritage or is real to see we are real people.
Are you a PATH or Wards of the State applicant? Then this video is for you. Guess what? You are not required to pay an application fee. And you automatically receive our granted aid of $60,000 upon your application submission for a targeted loan. For more SLB info, follow us on all social media platforms.
Our government is always busy making decisions in the interest of our country. Here's a recap of what happened in the office of the Prime Minister this past week.
From assessing the start of the new school year, to meeting with key investment partners, and making an important announcement, last week was quite busy for Prime Minister Andrew Holness. The details in Jamaica House Weekly. Access to public transportation was a major focus for Prime Minister Andrew Holness as the new school year began on September 2. He, along with the Ministers of Transport and Education, were on location for a first-hand review. He gave a commitment for the establishment of a dedicated bus service for children, particularly those in rural communities.
Today, little Chanel is going to school and she doesn't pay on public transportation. Other students get reduced fares, elderly get reduced fares. Now, if we are able to expand this service, then we will take in a greater pool of children going to school, a greater pool of persons who can get reduced fares.
Mr. Holness says the dedicated bus service, along with the continued acquisition of new buses for the general service, is ultimately aimed at improving the quality of life for Jamaicans. The Prime Minister also did a school tour on Monday at Jamaica College and Hope Valley Experimental School. There, he committed to placing greater emphasis on education and the inclusion of persons with special needs.
No child should be denied access to education because of any need that they may have, which is not considered to be within the normal range. We are now at a point where we have to give greater focus to make the investments in the things that matter to you now and for the future. We have to make greater investment in our human resource development. Let's put that another way. We need to make greater investment in education and training.
Prime Minister Holness welcomed a partnership with the International Finance Corporation, IFC, for financial advisory services. It paves the way for technical cooperation in the execution of 10 major projects. The $2 billion agreement allows the state to bring a portfolio of opportunities to the market at the same time, which broadens the pool of investors. Mr. Holness says the MOU is an important catalyst in speeding up the country's growth trajectory. He assured the IFC that Jamaica was on a very solid pathway, backed by policies that have created economic stability.
We will continue to nurture them. We will continue to advance them. We've put in place the checks and balances to ensure that any deviation is not too far off, if any. But we see it as a stepping stone. So we have to go now to the next level, which is what this MOU, I'm hopeful. Today, I am announcing that a by-election will be held in the constituency of Northeast St. Anne. The nomination day will be September 11th, 2024, and the election day will be September 30th, 2024.
The announcement was on Wednesday and followed a release from the Office of the Prime Minister informing of the immediate resignation of the sitting MP, Marcia Smith. Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced that Senator Matthew Samuda had been selected as the Jamaica Labour Party's candidate for the constituency.
On Monday last, he tendered his resignation from the Senate and as a minister to make himself available. And at a later stage, I will announce a new appointment for Marcia, who has excellent skills and experience in industrial relations matters.
Mr. Holness also indicated that a number of changes would be taking place across the government in the coming months as the administration restructures itself to achieve accelerated growth, efficiency, peace, and productivity.
Which will deliver the benefits that you would like to see for yourself. As I've said, benefits such as better wages, better education, better healthcare, better roads and water. We have planned certain changes to put the administration in a position to refocus and better deliver these well-deserved benefits to the people of Jamaica.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness kept true to a promise to Amelia Cottrell of Glenmuir High and Christine Givens of Fogo Road High, both of whom requested a laptop from him. He delivered in a presentation ceremony at the Office of the Prime Minister.
Oh, you see, hug up that laptop. I hope it will help you in your studies. I'm sure it will.
Similarly, the Nurses Association of Jamaica received 10 laptops from the Prime Minister to help their organization.
On behalf of the association and the intending recipients, I want to say thank you for this assistance. Most of this set will go to our students, who some of them really are in need.
And finally, 3 more families now have the security of shelter, thanks to the government's new social housing program, NSHP. On Friday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness delivered units to the latest beneficiaries in Kingston and St. Andrew. They included 1 3-bedroom unit and 2 2-bedroom units. Mr. Holness said beyond providing shelter, the NSHP is about reducing poverty and improving people's standard of living.
There's always frustration with government. Things take too long, things don't get done efficiently. But you can judge the effectiveness of government by how it focuses its effort on ensuring that the persons who are the most vulnerable, the most impacted, how government tries to assist them. And what this program is, it is targeted to assisting the most vulnerable in housing.
Also on Friday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness attended the retirement function for Deputy Commissioner of Police, DCP Fitz Bailey. He described DCP Bailey as an extraordinary policeman who has executed his job well.
And as you leave this job, to no doubt go on to other fields, you will be remembered. And your work will be the model that others will seek to follow.
DCP Bailey is set to retire having served the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, for 40 years. And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Be sure to join us next time for more of the news stories coming out of the Office of the Prime Minister.
We're feeling nostalgic, so journey with us to the community of Woodside in St. Mary, one of Jamaica's villages that reflects a rich part of our history. Let's go.
About Woodside, let me start by telling you that Woodside is my heart.
Woodside is in St. Mary. deep rural community. Approximately around 1,000 people living in Woodside. Mostly middle age. It's a farming community.
Woodside is really a warm and a friendly environment and a very peaceful community. As people coming into Woodside, you can just expect fruits, you name it, country. Just country stuff, you know. And then you can expect history and culture. So we have students come here on tours, university students and visitors, people doing history, doing research and like family tree, you know, and some of them find out back their family were right back here from Woodside, from this very plantation here. This plantation was one of the largest plantation of coffee growing in this region in the days of slavery.
We have 4 historical sites here that are protected by the National Heritage Trust. It is the former great house of the slave master. Steps down here, those are steps which were carved out by the Tainos. One Bobby Susan, which we have now learned, is called Atabey. But I have yet to hear about sacred tourism. And this is what we are. This is a sacred space that you are in. Down there, Daddy Rock is a sacred space, sacred to the Africans. It's very important that she's Atabey because she's the mother of the chief god who is Yokahu, and she is the goddess of the earth mother. So we have her here in Woodside. And there's steps here that are sacred to the Taino. I'm telling you that we have Taino from Puerto Rico, and we have Taino from Florida coming to see these things. And you would cry when you see how they behave, how they love us because they say we took care of their relics.
The church can tell the production that was taking place. That was the home for the slave master, and then it was given to the community for a school, and then it became a church. The same organization built us a school over there, which is closed now, and I see it to use fit as a perfect camping site for this area. Because we have a lot of high schools in this community. We're doing cadet drill and all of these things.
Secondary students, it's time to get creative for the JIS Heritage Poster Competition 2024. Whether you're a whiz with digital design or love to illustrate, this is your chance to shine. Design a poster using this year's exciting theme, Out of Many, One People. Prizes are up for grabs, so bring your A game. Submit your masterpiece between September 2 and October 31. For all the details and the guidelines, head to jis.gov.jm. Don't miss out. Show Jamaica your talent and create something amazing.
And that's it for today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. Remember, nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Do join us again tomorrow for another informative show. Be sure to visit our website, jis.gov.jm, for more news you can use. On behalf of the entire team here at the JIS, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Walk good.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.